Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. In today's tutorial we're going to be drawing a candle with smoke at the top of it. So a burnt out candle. So the first thing that we're going to want to do is start with our canvas, and we're going to want to change the color to a black background. Next we're just going to take a fine tipped brush and start drawing out our candle with a red. On a new layer, we're just going to be drawing a cement background somewhere for the candle to be sitting on, so it's not just completely black, of course. So we want it to be a dark gray color, and make sure the layer is sitting behind the candle, and just fill in the bottom part of the screen, and make sure that this line is nice and straight as well. So what I've done here is actually just alpha locked my layer for the cement, and then have gone in with a lighter color just so I can blend it out. And we're going to be creating a highlight because we're going to have light actually beaming down on the candle, and it's going to be reflecting, or the light is going to be shining through in this portion here where I'm drawing this light piece. Now we just want to alpha lock the candle as well, because we're going to be going in and shading it, adding in some light reflection at the top to show some of the light pouring through as well on the tip of the candle, but also wanting to create a lot of shadow on the bottom of the candle as well. So what I'm doing now is I'm actually creating a new layer on top of that with some of the lighter with a lighter red, and creating some of the drips that a candle would have from it melting off on the side. So that's what I'm drawing here. So just make sure this is on a separate layer. Make sure it's a bit lighter in color than what you have as the base of the candle, and just draw a few different streams of the candle wax dripping down. We're going to be adding some depth to these drips as well by adding just darker reds to specific parts of it. We want to make sure that we're going to alpha lock the layer with the drips before doing so as well, so that we're not getting the shading in other areas. I'm just slimming down the candle first, but then I'm going to go back into those layers and start adding in some depth to make it look a little bit more like it's dripping down. Sometimes I find it easier just to turn my drawing upside down when I'm trying to erase or draw something, so give it a try if you feel like maybe it can help you too. I feel like it's the most useful thing ever. Now I'm just going in with a fine tipped pen and a white color and going over some of these areas just to show some more light reflection as well. So we're going to be defining the top of the candle with this light reflection. You'll see in just a moment here, but taking something very thin, blending it out a little bit so it's not too harsh, but going into the top of the candle. And I tried to use a light pen. So this is actually a pen that comes within your Procreate account. If you go down to the luminescence tab at the bottom, should be near the bottom of your brushes anyways, but regardless. So you can just kind of use one of those pens just to indicate some light reflection that's happening at the top. Okay, now we're going to be drawing out our wick, which might be a little bit difficult to see with the black background. So maybe just try to pick like a gray color and then you can kind of darken some of the portions to it because we do want it to be burnt out. There is no flame with this candle. It is a burnt out candle. So just to create some more depth to the wick itself, I feel like wicks are typically rope-like. So we need to display that in the wick as well. So we're going to have like some gray ashy areas at the top here and then bring some of that gray in down to create a rope looking effect as well. Next, we're going to want to create a light beam coming down on the candle. And what I like to do is pick a brush that is heavy on one side and light on the other. So I'm actually going to include my brushes in my Facebook group for you guys to join, and you're more than welcome to collect those brushes in my Facebook group. I also do offer a ton of other resources in there as well, so hopefully it'll be additionally beneficial in addition to getting free brushes and whatnot. But I'm just going to put this candle pack in that group, so feel free to join. But if you already have brushes that you want to work with, essentially you just need to be picking a brush that has a heavy one side and then also a light on the, like a lighter side on the other. And then we're going to use the Gaussian blur, pull our Apple Pen over and kind of blur it a little bit because we don't want it to be too opaque. So this is what we kind of want it to look like. After we have that line that's showing that beam of light, we're going to want to take a softer brush and go in with a gray color and essentially indicate that there's more light coming through down the candle. So pick something soft, make it a bit bigger, and then go in and do something that looks kind of like this. We're going to blur this out a little bit afterwards, just so it doesn't look as obvious, I guess you could say. We just want to make sure it's all blended out and looking good because at the end of the day it is light. So let's go ahead and erase whatever we got on the candle by accident. Next, we want to take our smoke brush and pick a white or gray color and make sure this is on a separate layer, but we're going to want to take our smoke and bringing it upwards and kind of creating our own little unique smoke pile at the very top there. So we are going to be able to go in and blend some of this out, but we want to make sure that we're adding in some additional little smoke pieces that are at a lighter opacity. So this is me just playing around with it. And yeah, we'll get into blending this in just a minute. I end up deciding not to have the Gaussian blur on there, so just ignore that portion. But what you can do is just take a soft brush and blend out like certain areas of it, because smoke isn't, you know, fully solid like this. Like there would be some areas that are a bit more like murky or blurry. Just as we're finishing up here on our final details, I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for watching this tutorial today. Hopefully you guys learned something new. Please subscribe to my channel if you want to see more art tutorials like this. And please give this video a thumbs up if you guys did like it and wanted to learn something. If you guys are interested in being a part of my community, of artists, please join my Facebook group. The link is in the description below. You can also find exclusive brush packs and whatnot there too. So thank you guys so much, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys here next week. Thanks. Bye.